men truly understand how to provide a woman with the pleasure she deserves in intimacy. If you've noticed that something wasn't quite right, despite all your efforts, it might be because the secret lies in mastering the correct technique. Today, you're going to discover 5 tips that can transform your intimate moments, ensuring she reaches climax with pleasure and comfort. Preparation and initial stimulation are crucial to taking each step with care and attention before continuing. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss our videos with tips on sexuality and relationships. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like to help us reach more people. Comment 1 if the topic interested you, or 0 if it wasn't relevant, so we can improve the content. The first tip is preparation and initial stimulation. This step is essential to ensure a pleasurable and comfortable experience from the start. Preparation and initial stimulation don't just involve physical touch, but also creating an environment conducive to the intimate moment. This includes aspects like soft lighting, calm background music, and if possible, the use of pleasant aromas, such as scented candles or incense, that help relax and heighten the senses when starting with gentle kisses on the outer lips of the vulva. It's important to maintain a calm and attentive rhythm. Each movement of the tongue should be done delicately, allowing her body to gradually respond to the touch. The idea is to start with light and circular movements, gently exploring the area around the vulva. This first contact helps increase blood circulation in the region, which amplifies sensitivity and prepares her body for more intense stimulation. During this initial phase, it's essential to observe her reactions. Each person is unique, and what works for one may not be as effective for another. Therefore, stay attentive to subtle changes, such as deeper breathing, soft moans, or hip movements. These signs indicate that she is enjoying the stimulation, and that you can begin to intensify the movements as you progress. Try gradually increasing the pressure of your tongue and varying the speed of the movements. However, it's important not to rush this phase. The idea is to build a solid foundation of arousal before moving on to more direct stimulation. This careful and attentive preparation will ensure that the moment is more pleasurable and engaging for both of you, to further help you have a full and satisfying sexual UL life. I have made available the ebook, Rediscovering Intimacy, Healthy Sexuality. After 60, this book offers practical and inspiring tips to strengthen your relationship, addressing emotional and physical challenges with effective solutions to reignite passion and connection in marriage. Click on the first pinned comment to secure your copy, as we have limited units available. Don't miss the chance to transform your love and emotional life. The second tip is focus on the C-clitus. The clitoris is one of the most sensitive and erogenous areas of the female body, and proper stimulation can lead to intense orgasms to maximize pleasure. It's important that this area is stimulated gradually and respectfully. Start the stimulation indirectly by gently exploring the area around the clitoris light movements, with the tongue beginning in other nearby areas, like the inner lips of the vulva. Help increase arousal without overwhelming the clitoris immediately. This is a moment of preparation where the goal is to create pleasurable tension, gradually approaching the clitoris. When you notice that her arousal has increased, you can begin to touch the clitoris with smooth, rhythmic movements. It's essential that the movements are precise but gentle, using the tip of your tongue to explore different rhythms and pressures. Circular motions up and down, or even figure AES are options, that can vary the sensation and help discover what she enjoys most. The secret here is in variety and attention to her reactions. The clitoris is an extremely sensitive area, so it's crucial to observe signs like changes in breathing, moans, or body movements. These responses indicate whether the pressure and rhythm are providing pleasure or if adjustments are necessary. Another important point is flexibility in technique. What works at one moment might not be ideal at another. So being attentive to her responses and adjusting as needed is essential to ensure a pleasurable and continuous experience. Clitoral stimulation should be fluid, without abrupt movements or sudden interruptions. The idea is to maintain a consistent rhythm, adjusting as needed to keep the pleasure building up to the climax. This careful and sensitive approach will make all the difference in the quality of the intimate moment. The third tip is variety and alteration to keep the excitement high and avoid the stimulation becoming monotonous. It's essential to vary the techniques and rhythms during stimulation. Constant repetition of a single movement can lead to loss of interest or even discomfort. So diversity in techniques is crucial for more pleasurable and engaging experience. Start by experimenting with different types of touches and movements. With the tongue, alternate between circular, vertical, horizontal, and even figure 8 movements. This variation not only keeps the excitement high, but also helps to discover which techniques she prefers. Every woman has different sensitivities, and exploring these variations will allow you to adjust your technique to maximize pleasure. In addition to varying movements, it's important to alternate the intensity and rhythm of the stimulation. For example, you can start with lighter, faster touches, then move to slower, firmer movements. This change in rhythm creates an unpredictable dynamic that can increase the level of excitement and intensify pleasure. Another effective technique is to alternate oral stimulation. With small pauses during these pauses, you can give soft kisses or gently blow on the stimulated area. These strategic pauses help create pleasurable tension, preparing her body for the next cycle of stimulation. It's important that these pauses are brief and well-timed, to not interrupt the flow of arousal, but to increase it furthermore. Consider including manual stimulation. While using your tongue, your hands can explore other erogenous areas, such as the inner thighs or the base of the clitoris. This combination of stimuli provides a more complete experience, engaging her entire body and intensifying sensations. This attention to detail ensures that the experience is pleasurable from start to finish, focusing on providing an intimate and satisfying moment. The fourth tip is complete stimulation and exploration. This step involves going beyond just focusing on the clitoris and vulva, expanding the stimulation to other areas of the body that can also contribute to pleasure and arousal. The goal is to create a more engaging and deep experience that awakens sensations throughout the body, not just in a single region. Start by exploring other erogenous zones, such as the neck, shoulders, and inner thighs. These areas are often overlooked, but can be extremely sensitive to touch and kisses. By stimulating these regions, you increase the overall level of arousal and create a sense of pleasure that spreads throughout the body. Use your tongue, lips, and hands to gently caress and kiss these areas, always observing her reactions to adjust the intensity and rhythm as needed. Another area that can be explored is the lower back and hips. These regions are filled with nerve endings and can be very sensitive to stimulation. Soft kisses, caresses, and light touches with your fingertips can intensify pleasure and contribute to a feeling of surrender and connection. It's important to remember that each woman responds differ to stimulation in specific areas. Therefore, exploration should be done with patience and attention, adjusting your actions according to her body's responses. If you notice that she reacts positively to a specific area, spend more time there, varying between kisses, caresses, and gentle bites. If appropriate, additionally, consider creating a more sensory experience by involving other forms of stimulation, such as using different textures or temperatures. A gentle touch with a soft feather, or a kiss, followed by a light, warm breath, can intensify sensations and make the moment more engaging. Complete stimulation and exploration should not be rushed. Allow her to become accustomed to each new sensation before moving on to the next. This slow and attentive pace ensures that each part of the body is properly appreciated, gradually increasing arousal and preparing the body for communication and feedback during sexual activity. How you interpret and react to your partner's signals is crucial for creating a pleasant and personalized experience. This point focuses on how to use communication subtly and effectively without repeating previously addressed themes. Attention to nonverbal signals is very important. These signals, such as changes in breathing, body movements, or facial expressions, provide valuable information about what is working well or what may need adjustment. This sensitivity allows you to respond immediately to her needs, keeping the intimate moment fluid and pleasurable. When it comes to verbal communication, it's important to keep it light and natural instead of direct questions or commands, which can interrupt the connection. Using gentle and affirmative comments can be more effective. Phrases like, "I love seeing you like this," or "show me what you like," can create an environment of trust and freedom without breaking the mood. Implicit communication, the kind that happens without words, is also very powerful. Being present and attentive, showing genuine interest in her well-being, communicates a lot about your intention to provide pleasure. Small gestures and actions during the intimate moment can significantly strengthen the connection. Finally, it's important to remember that feedback occurs in real time. Throughout the ACT, each of her reactions offers information on how to adjust your technique or rhythm to enhance the experience. Being attentive to these details and willing to make adjustments as needed ensures that the pleasure is always mutual and engaging. Now that you know these 5 essential tips to provide your partner with the pleasure she deserves, I'd love to know, which of these tips do you think will make the biggest difference in your relationship? Leave a comment below, sharing your experiences or questions so we can continue this conversation. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like the video. This simple gesture helps us reach more people and continue bringing quality content to you. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity to subscribe and activate the notification bell. This way, you won't miss any updates and can continue improving your intimate and love life. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.